if you would, just lend me your ear for a moment. Today, I was out doing undergraduate research for the psychology department here at Virginia Tech. And essentially, I'm not going to bore you with details, and partially because they're boring, but partially because I can't tell you anyway, even if I wanted to. It's pedestrian safety is what we're looking at right now in the behavioral department here. But regardless, I was out there for 2 hours today, you guys, are on Tech's campus. And I was at this spot, and I look down beneath me. I'm sitting on my board, right? And I see what I perceive to be a little leaf, a tiny little leaf, moving across the ground, like moving across the earth. And I was like, whoa. And obviously underneath the leaf, I looked, and there was two little ants, okay? These two little buddies. And I was sitting on, I guess you guys, if you know what mulch is like it's like a bunch of soil and dirt, kind of. With a bunch of little twigs, so it's not a flat surface at all. And these poor little ants, you guys, were trying to carry this little tiny leaf. Well, it's a huge leaf to them, bigger than both of their body sizes combined. They're trying to carry it to, I guess, back to wherever they live, wherever their home is. And they were moving so slow. They were struggling so much because they had to try to go up and over all the little tiny pieces of mulch and twigs, you know what I mean, that were around. And their determination was just admirable. I was amazed by looking at these two little ants and how determined they were to succeed in their goal. One of them would go like scout the road ahead, kind of appear. He literally would move little twigs out of the way, then come back, grab the leaf with his buddy, and they were literally like pulling it. They would start pulling it from behind. They would grab it from the front and just start pulling it and backing up. And their little feet would be moving. They'd be moving so fast, you guys, that they would grab little twigs behind them and flip themselves over. Because they were trying to grab whatever was behind them to pull with it. And they would just pull whatever that little twig was with them, and it would flip themselves over. I felt terrible. I was like, these poor little guys are just trying, I bet, just to feed their families. So I grabbed the little leaf and I split it into two so it was easier, so it was smaller. So what happened then was both of them grabbed a little chunk of the leaf, both halves, and then they both started to pull it together, like near each other, you know what I mean? In the same direction. And I would use my hands a little bit, and I just moved little twigs out of their way to try to make their path a little easier. And it all just hit me at once, you guys. No matter what life, no matter what kind of creature you are on this earth, you are just as important as the next living thing. The ants, I felt their personality. I could tell that there were two different ants. They both had different personalities, and I cared for both of them just as I would care for my birds or a dog or even a friend. Obviously, I didn't know them, and I couldn't communicate with them like I can with humans, right? Or even dogs. You can communicate somewhat with dogs. But these two little ants were so determined, conquering something so much bigger than themselves, and I just wanted to help. So I wanted to give you guys my thoughts, my reflection on what I experienced while I was out there. It totally just grabbed me. It blew my mind, essentially. So guys, I guess just respect every living creature, from the tiniest little bugs to the biggest lion that you've ever seen. Respect all of them, because they all mean something. They all have a purpose on this earth. Take it easy. This is the Lazy Lion. Peace.